Tell your friends about the EPs. Tell your friends about the EPs. Tell the neighborhood and everyone around. Tell them about the EPs. 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 The EP apostrophe S. Yeah. Tell your mom about the EPs. Tell your dad about the EPs. Tell your girlfriend about the songs they sing. Tell everybody you wanna hear them sing. Tell everybody you are a big fan of the EPs. Tell your friends about the EPs. Tell your friends about the EPs. Tell your friends about the EPs. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, around the jukebox now, let's just play your favorite songs. Rock rules again, rock rules again, say rock just rules again, rock. Hey guys and gals, gather around, hey now, listen to the sound, hey now, put some money in the jukebox. Hey now, rock rules again. Hey now, rock rules again. Hey now, rock rules again. Play your favorite sounds. Play your favorite sounds. Rock just rules again. Rock just rules again. Rock just rules again. Hey, guys and gals. Hey, gather round now. Hey, rock rules again. Hey, just cruise around. Hey, just dance around. Now, rock. Hey, rock. Hey, rock rules again. Hey, rock rules again.
We love the EP's TV show.
Tell me about the toothpick you got there.
It's quite industrial.
That's an industrial version, is it?
That's it.
All right, wave hello to all your wives out there. That's it. Here I am. You're on the EP's TV show, and here's eggplant. What's it called? Eggplant what?
Chips.
Eggplant chips.
Yeah,
Let's
see?
try it. Oh, it's delicious. Whoa.
He just double dips. He just double dipped.
Did you double dip?
Yeah, this is
Oh,
delicious.
disgusting.
That's not on. That's un-Australian, mate.
I love the EP's TV show, and this is Plastic EP without his gold jacket. Cheers.
Okay, today we're here to talk about lost treasures. Now, lost treasures could be anything from the past that represents our culture, and we could go back to the 60s, the 50s. Here today we're going to talk about some of the pop groups that were around in the 60s. This one was my favourite, the Yardbirds. If you look at this picture, we have a band that was into blues and everything. Now, what happens is we had a great guitarist in there, Jeff Beck. I'm wearing a Jeff Beck hat because I went to see his concert, and the guy still got it. He's been doing this for a long time now, over 50 years. The Yardbirds actually charted in Australia. They were on a 3UZ top 40 chart. It was album of the week. Now, the album of the week was the actual self-titled album, and at the time they'd release singles and EPs. Now, singles and EPs, to people who don't know what they are, they're a larger version of a CD. Now, I have a collection here of EPs of the Yardbirds, and as you can see, they're a little bit bigger than a CD. They contain virtually 5 tracks at a time, 5 to 6 tracks, and we have a representation of the band for promotion. They usually put one out probably the same time as they're promoting their LP, and it was a quick way. We have a lot of picture cover singles and EPs here representing them. Vinyl, to those who don't know, has made a resurgence. Vinyl records, ones with big holes, usually fit jukeboxes. Used to have a little adapter insert, and that's the way the system worked for them. Virtually all singles had 2 sides, and you played them both. When the CDs come out, they try to promote that concept. They have a couple of tracks on a promotional CD at a price that people could afford, and introduce the artist. But the CD itself, maximum CDs now contain about 80 minutes of music. With MP3s, you can go there for hours. So the medium has changed, but it has made a resurgence. We have a lot of promotional gear that the Yardbirds had put out. Some official, some non-official. They're single formats, always trying to hit the next top 40. They attempted to on a number of occasions. Some of their songs, like Heart Full of Soul, For Your Love, made the charts, and obviously got them a little bit more cash to work with. But these original Columbia singles were what the artist was putting out to try and make a hit. They used a lot of famous songwriters. Graham Goldman comes to mind from the 10cc. Did write a lot of their hits, not just for them, but a lot of the pop groups of the 60s, Herman's Hermits, and a few other bands like the Hollies. Enjoyed a lot of his songwriting. Yardbirds featured in one of the films, an Antonini film called Blow Up back in '66. They managed to get their heads on film and immortalise themselves, and they were inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Now, the time the band was promoting guitarists rather than vocalists, unlike the Stones and other bands. The central piece was the guitarist, and they've had several guitarists in the band, and the Yardbirds have never officially broken up, and they're still going now, still doing concerts, and the main concept that held the band together were the drummer, Jim McCarty, and the bass player, Chris Dreyer. Chris Dreyer also was in the remnants of the Yardbirds until they officially changed to Led Zeppelin, and he became a photographer for Led Zeppelin. But good to see the band still going, and the medium of vinyl has made the resurgence that it quite rightly deserves. Thank you.
Cheers everyone. We're here at the Lamani Island Resort in Fiji, enjoying a lovely dinner at the Flaming Tree restaurant with Plastic EP.
Yeah, I'm
So
here.
come and join us here along the beach, along the lovely tropical water, enjoying a wonderful dinner.
Now, Vicky, I want you to tell all the EPs fans, right, about your hobbies. And let's start with cooking now. What do you like making? Just tell me a little bit about it and tell everyone else what you actually make.
Well, I love baking, so I love making sweets and cakes. So the favourite thing that I make for my children at home, and Plastic EP loves, are the chocolate truffles. So I make those. I also make the marzipan balls with melted dark chocolate over those. Also make the typical Australian trifle, and that's always a hit with the whole family. But then I can switch and go into making lovely Greek cakes because my background is Greek. Plastic and I come from Greek parents who were born in Greece. So we love baklava, galaktobouriko, kourabiedes.
Yeah, explain what they actually are.
So kourabiedes are buttered shortbread with roasted almonds and then lots of icing sugar. They're a bit like your basic butter cookie, but they've just got that oomph with a bit of ouzo, butter. So then you've got the galaktobouriko, which is lovely custard with phyllo pastry and then sugared syrup water, which is tossed over the top of it once it's very hot, and that's got the lemon water syrup, so that's also wonderful.
Now tell the EP's fans what Plastic EP's favourite dishes are.
So Plastic EP loves a Mediterranean diet. He actually loves his pasta, he loves steak with vegetables and salad. He also loves anything seafood, so spaghetti marinara, spaghetti bolognese, marinara pizza,
What about-
marinara lasagna,
What about souvlaki? Come on, let's go to the Greek
and then we
dish,
love the souvlaki.
which is lamb fillet cut up in pieces, yeah, on a skewer.
Well, there's the two ways. You've got the easy way, which is getting lamb fillet and just frying that, and then tossing that into lightly pan-fried pita bread with a bit of white sauce, which is your garlic tzatziki sauce, with a bit of sliced up, chopped up lettuce, slices of tomato and fresh onion. Throw that all into the pita bread, roll it up into the wrap, and you have a wonderful filling meal, and the boys absolutely love that. So they could scoff down 2 or 3 of those for one meal.
What do you think you're going to have for dinner tonight here?
Well, we're looking to have a seafood dinner here at the Fiji Lamani Resort. So we're looking at possibly a seafood platter. We haven't looked at the menu yet. We're waiting for the restaurant to open up full service. And
We're obviously getting VIP treatment, aren't we? We're the only ones here.
we are the only ones here, which is the restaurant you've actually booked out, because it's just for you and me, Plastic EP, isn't it?
That's great. All right, you got to say goodbye to everyone.
Adios, yasas, I'll see you soon. Ciao.
Hi everyone. Just want to tell you a little bit about the EPs when we first started. I was fortunate enough to meet Wally, and Wally is actually a very good musician. He plays bass and guitar, and I just knew that there was a chemistry there, and through the years we were able to write 1,500 original songs, which turned out to be actually 66 albums. And then we realised if you have 66 albums out there, it's very hard for fans to actually find 66 albums. So what we did is we thought that we'd get the best of the EPs, and we called it EPs Mania 1 to 10. So that's what we did. So if you go to iTunes or Spotify, you'll actually see our albums. Now, our first album was called the EPs Worldwide Fan Club. To me, that's one of my favourite albums, and I've had a lot of people talk to me and tell me that's their favourite because they don't care about any other album. They only care about that album. Sorry?
Which one?
The EPs Worldwide Fan Club.
Okay.
Your love is the greatest. It's awkward when you're lonely. I hate it when I'm lonely. Your love is the greatest, yeah. Your love is the greatest. Your girlfriend must hate it. She tried once to love me. She tried once to love me. No way in the sunshine would I betray your love. No way in the sunshine would I ever give away your love. Your love is the greatest, yeah. Your love is the greatest, yeah. Whoa! Tried once to kiss me. I knew that she missed me. No way in the sunshine. No way in the sunshine. Your love is the greatest, yeah. Your love is the greatest, yeah. There's no one to trust but only you, girl. There's no one to trust but only you, girl. Your love is the greatest, yeah. love is the greatest. Your love is the greatest. She's so fine. I love to hear her talk. I love that girl Natalie. She's the one that I wanna be with. I just gotta tell her so she knows. Oh, Natalie, can't you just be with me? Oh, Natalie, I just love you so. Natalie, Natalie, can't you always be that girl that I wanna talk to? I just love it when we're together. Can't you see that I'm the one for you? Natalie, Natalie, oh my Natalie, I just love that girl called Natalie. Oh, Natalie, oh, Natalie, let's go. There's no other girl that I wanna kiss. God, she's the one that I really miss. I call her Natalie, Natalie, can't you be with me? Natalie, Natalie, I just love you. Natalie, oh, Natalie, Natalie, oh, Natalie, I love you, Natalie, Natalie, yeah, Natalie.
Well, I'm here with our wonderful Emma at Plantation Island Resort, and Emma's got something to tell you.
Well, I love the EP's TV show.
Thanks, Emma.
Okay, here we are with another bass segment. I'm going to talk to you about this copy bass that was bought for me by an old girlfriend of mine. Now, at the time, she lived in Mornington, and she used to do the runs in a lot of the warehouses and second-hand places down there. And of course, I live in Melbourne. She rang me up one day and said, listen, I've got a bass here, only won about $50 for it. Are you interested? She sent me a photo of it, and it looked quite good. It was a Fender copy. It's a very well placed hardware on it, a little bit different to the normal ones, got extra features. So I said to her, look, can you buy it on my behalf and I'll come over your place and pick it up. So she did that and bargained down a bit further, and we got it for a song. Now this bass, it's called a Torch, so average copy, nothing to talk about. Torch could be Korean, or I don't know if it's Japanese, but this bass has got brass inlays hardware. It's got a beautiful neck and plays really well. Probably suit a heavy metal band if you really push the issue. Speaking of good rock bands, but for now, this bass was something that I treasured, brought to me by a friend, and I thought, what a way to pick up equipment nowadays. The photo didn't do it justice, but I took a chance. I said, just buy it, because for the money you're not going to get much else nowadays. But as you can see, it's kept in very well condition. I like the two-tone brass silver software, and I'm pretty proud of it. So here's another bass that I was able to pick up pretty cheap. Thank you.
Hey bananas, we think you're groovy. Hey bananas, we watch a movie. Yeah. Drive your tune buggies everywhere, just going crazy without a care. Hey bananas, we think you're groovy. Hey bananas, we think you're groovy. We love to watch you 'cause you're baby. favorite show.
Hey
Now,
bananas, we think you're groovy.
Hey bananas,
Hey bananas, we think you're groovy. Hey bananas, we think you're groovy. Na 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 na.
na 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 na.
Bananas, we think you're groovy. Hey bananas, we think you're groovy. Hey bananas, we think you're groovy.
You live in Hocus Pocus Park playing games.
Think you're
Everybody
groovy.
in the world knows your names. Hey bananas,
Think you're groovy.
hey bananas,
Groovy.
you love to watch your car and show.